More!
Lunch. Oh my god.
Lunch break!
Good job.
Yes. Welcome to a new episode of Lunch Break. We have two special guests on, Mike and Kirstin. You may have seen them in some of our videos, but not together.
Never.
Not together.
For a long time, we thought you were the same person.
That makes sense because we do look alike.
Yeah, you could never be in the same room at the same time.
I mean, I'm Chinese and Korean. She can speak Chinese and Korean.
Same thing.
Yeah.
We're like long lost siblings.
Kirstin was most recently in our short Merry Birthday.
When is your actual birthday?
420.
Oh my god, so you actually do have to share
I-
your birthday with a holiday.
I do. And a lot of my friends, they do prioritize the other day instead of my birthday, so
Wow.
it hit me.
We were deciding if we should just do a pun video because that's what they do all the time on their Instagram.
Yeah, you might have seen a bunch of them.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten old yet. Not at all.
They're great.
Nope.
It's so good.
They're always good.
Nope, it's just another nice pun.
If anything, it's always like reflective of your guys' friendship, you know? I feel like true friends have that type of banter and chemistry.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, I mean, you guys have such good chemistry on social media. People are always watching. Have you guys been shipped before?
Never.
Like the Titanic. No.
Literally never.
That was one of the puns that you would do. But yeah, those ships? Really?
Not like crazy.
Okay.
Crazy ships.
I don't know. People can just feel like our friendship. Like
What does that mean?
So it's like, you know when you see two people and then they're like, ooh, I can smell their chemistry. I feel it, you know?
No, but you guys do have chemistry, so what do you think makes people want to ship people in the first place? You know, when they see two actors, or like, even on Wong Fu videos, on lunch breaks, you know, people get shipped even just on this table, just by talking.
But nobody's gonna ship nobody.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I think it's a fantasy of the fans. It's a fan
Yeah, it is.
to see what they want to see.
It's a fan who sees. it's like the first step into fan fiction, you know?
Or like visually, they just want to see it happen, maybe. Or like each individual's background is like, oh, I would love to see that mix.
Yeah, and no one wants to see this mix.
Nobody wants to see this mix.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
They're like, nah.
But you guys are okay with that?
Yeah, because it would be weird. So it's like this. Obviously, Mike is a very attractive guy. Like, yeah, he's good looking, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm attracted to him. Just a lot of stuff.
People have types.
Yeah.
People have types.
He's definitely not my type.
Also, you know,
Oh God.
I'm taken, so
Oh God.
there's like no room. Honestly, it's
On this ship, yeah, this ship is just a dinghy.
yeah. So that's why I was saying this is a crazy ship. But
Hey, should we leave?
Well, you're the little buoy that you stick out and then you save people.
Bowie, not.
Bowie. It's a buoy. Oh my God.
Honestly, this is I love this.
This is a great senior
And then Phil's just, he's a broken wooden plank off the.
I know such
I'm
thing
just
as
a lifesaver. That's
Okay, so what makes a good, platonic, healthy friendship, relationship, guy and girl?
So like, yeah, for our viewers, this is an example
Yeah.
that guys and girls can be friends.
No. Under the pretense, as you have already mentioned, that there's no attraction. Guys and girls can absolutely be friends if there's no attraction from both sides mutually. That's what it is. Because they can't be friends if one still likes the other.
You can. If the other person doesn't know that.
No, but it will
That's
eventually...
still not a friendship.
Yeah, the guy or girl that has the feelings still wants something out of it or is hopeful for something.
What if it's just like a weird high school crush thing?
Like, it's a crush, then it's not a friendship. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a friendship.
it'll come to that point.
No.
So a true friendship where there's no expectations, both parties have to be not attracted to the other. If this is a true friendship, that means that Mike is also not attracted to you
He's not
as
because he
well.
thinks my sister's hot. I was so butthurt because he has never once told me I was hot or
Why are you
anything.
butthurt? Why are you butthurt?
Because I'm a girl too. I like to feel pretty sometimes. He literally called me. He goes, "Yo, your sister's hot." You know he's from New York. He literally said it like hot.
Is that a New York thing?
With a New York O, he said, "Yo, your sister's hot."
I'm hot right now.
Raining outside. Steamy
Does your
in here.
sister know this?
Yeah.
What is her response?
She just laughs. It's like funny.
Oh, how does that make you feel?
No, she thinks he's hot too, but with a Korean O.
Yeah, like legitimately, you are me in that short at the end, you know?
Yeah, really.
Wait, hold on. Wait. If he did find you attractive though, wouldn't that mess up the friendship?
No. So
See, okay, sorry. There's a difference between I find you are an attractive
Attractive.
person.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's an
Yeah.
attractive
Yeah, of
person.
course.
Versus I am attracted
Yeah,
to
to
you.
you.
So if either of you started feeling that, then you could not have this friendship anymore. So you have to make sure that you never cross that line.
No, never ever. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because like that question of like, can guys and girls be platonic? I think comes from two different perspectives. One perspective of it being bad and the other one of it being good. So the bad one is like, I guess the jealous boyfriend or girlfriend who's like, oh, I don't want you hanging out with them. Why? Because if something happens, it'll be bad, right? And the other perspective is like, oh, nothing will ever happen between us. But if something does, it'll be good in that perspective.
Oh, you're saying like friendships that have feelings.
Right.
It's not. I think when people are asked the question, I think they're mainly thinking about the bad. If you say that guys and girls can't be friends, that's eliminating the possibility of friendship in general, and that's a negative. You know, it sounds like across the board, we all think guys and girls can be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, was that always the case? Like growing up, was that something that you always believed?
Well, when you're little, I think it's hard because you're just really confused. But as adults, like, yeah, you can totally be, like, we're all friends, right?
I mean, like, I remember growing up and like being pretty confident that guys and girls can't be friends.
You were like really hard set on that.
Yeah. For me, it was just like,
Is that just because you crushed on every girl that would talk to you?
I think it was a little bit of just like having friends that were girls and starting out as friendship. It turned into attraction down the road. Initially, it being interested at first, like no matter what happened, because you got closer with them, I always caught feelings or someone caught feelings. So it was like, it's not even like in your control.
That's so sweet.
In time,
it was out of control.
in time, it'll always come into play. I think it's also like, it came down to the types of friendships. So like, it's not that guys and girls can't be friends, it's that guys and girls can't be best friends.
Oh.
Like, that's a type of friendship
my
that's
best
too
friend.
close.
This is where it gets awkward for Mike because he's like, oh, she's not my best friend.
Are you not my best friend?
Yo, we got the besties here.
No, I'm talking about me. Stop doing Taylor. Hurry up.
So like the basis of your friendship, you guys were off the table. That allowed you guys to develop a friendship is what I'm getting at, I guess, right?
Okay.
On top of that though, we click a lot with a lot of mini references.
Yeah.
Ship.
I feel like this episode is turning into us unpackaging their relationship.
Yeah.
We brought it to y'all.
Even those examples are like, oh, like that's a nice chemistry thing that you would want to find in a relationship too, right? People are very divided on this, it sounds like, because there's so many instances where people think they're in friendships and like someone does catch feelings.
I think like at the end of the day, what you want out of a friend is someone that you like their personality, you trust them, you have shared experiences, and you can have that with any human, right?
And then I think it's timing too. Like I remember like in high school into like beginning of college, there's this guy, like we were friends and then he liked me, but I didn't like him. And then I liked him and then he didn't like me. And now we're just friends. So it's like, sometimes it just never happens.
It's
There's
because
that too.
you liking them is dependent on them not liking you. It's a trait.
Taylor,
That happens a lot.
I feel like that was the fourth panel of the mind
we're
blown.
not doing it.
Let's take a quick second to talk about then if you feel that your friendship, what you thought was a friendship, is shifting into, whoa, I think they're catching feelings. How do you see that? How do you stop it? Because you have no idea that Mike could be catching feelings.
Oh,
right
I do, and I can prove it.
But you know, like,
I feel like when it's happened to me, like you can tell if someone's like lingering a little more, lingering.
Yeah.
So
sorry, I've been out of the dating world for a while. What's a linger?
eye contact lingering.
Physical lingering? Like, oh, you're so funny.
Yeah.
Right. So
But more so than
Oh
friends.
my God.
Right? Like
so you just like okay, let's go home. You know what I mean, type thing.
Oh.
these are people that you even like were friends with, and then they were,
You thought you
Oh my
they were
gosh.
developing more.
What if they don't catch those hints? Because
And then they just make it like a oh I love you type scenario.
that's good advice. Try to see those signs, right? That's from a guy's perspective. What about a girl's perspective? What are signs that guys do that you're like, oh, I think this guy's starting to like me?
Like I honestly don't know those hints, and so it always ends up with the guy eventually like telling me because I don't see it. Okay, but you know what? I talk about other guys.
boys.
Yeah.
That is probably the easiest.
That's the go-to. thing.
go-to.
Okay, yeah.
And I feel like actually when you do that, it actually accelerates the other person to be like, oh my God, I need to say something.
Oh my! I just
Yeah.
been doing this wrong, didn't you?
Sometimes you can't really avoid
The conversation.
conversation. Like, so it's gonna come, and I'm sure we've all had them. Like, what has been like your experience with those conversations, or how to handle them? From my understanding, when someone admits that they have feelings in these conversations, there's like two outcomes. It's either like someone's trying to preserve a friendship, and then someone's trying to start something new.
No matter what, someone's gonna be let down.
Yeah.
So I feel like you need to find like a reason or excuse that makes like softens the blow a little bit. You can't just say like, I'm not attracted to you, right? That's a little too harsh.
I did.
You did?
Yeah. I was like, I've literally told you I've had zero feelings for you this whole time. Like, how can you tell me that? He goes, oh, I thought you were saying that to protect your own feelings. So I was like, yeah, no, this is a weird conversation,
Yeah.
and let's just be friends. Yeah. And he had a girlfriend.
What is he doing?
Yeah, this guy's
Sorry.
Yeah. That's not okay.
I've said I'm not looking for anything right now. You know.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
What have you done, Mike?
I've never had an experience where the girl is the one professing the love. I feel like no matter what, the girls tend to want the guy to make the move. Even if the girl's like crushing on him, like they'll walk away if the guy's not making the move. Yeah. So I guess luckily it's most times on the guy. So if I don't make a move, then nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
But have you ever been in a situation where you were into the girl and you had to be the one that spoke up and they let you down?
Oh, okay. So I think growing up, you know, hopeless romantic. Growing up, you think that profession of love is, you know, is glorified and like that's what you should do. Like no, like boombox, I love you, whatever.
Thanks, John.
But so when you're a kid, you think that's what to do. 500 to summer, all that stuff. That never really works. It's like if it's gonna happen, it's already happening. In my experience. If you have to tell her that you like her, it's a game's over. Game's over already.
Yeah,
like she should know already.
Right.
And you guys should be together already. If it's not, and you have to be like, just so you know, I like you.
You don't want to have to convince your girlfriend to give you a chance.
Exactly. Right.
She should want to give you a chance.
Every instance that I've told someone that I like them, like it's at a point where like I'm pretty sure she doesn't, but like I can't not
It's more
say it anymore, and like I just have to like set the record straight kind of thing, and like either move on from this or just throw all the cards on the table.
Because I've been in that situation too, where it's like, and now that I look back on it, it's a little selfish, where it's like, I need this for my closure, so I'm gonna tell you and put you in this like whatever
Weird
position.
position.
But it's like there always is that sliver of hope that's like, who knows? And that sliver of hope is what drove me to like go out on a limb and tell them.
Regardless of the outcome, it's really about how you react and walk away from it. Because I feel like that's usually what has the most like lasting impression on people. If the guy after confessing gets rejected and is like really like bitter or something, it's terrible. That's a terrible
like the
response.
girl will remember that. But I think what Taylor is saying is true too. Like whether you're a guy or girl and the friendship ends. You know, like how do you move on?
Yeah.
Like you had this great friendship and now the feelings are there and have kind of messed it all up. There's a lot of different ways that can go, right? Where it's like, do you keep it all in and say, okay, I'm still down to be friends? But then the other person's gonna always doubt like, oh no, now if this is true or not? Or do you say you gotta cut it off? Yeah.
I think that's why I'm afraid now, because I don't like losing friendships, and you know the people in my life now, they're in my life for a reason, so it's like I would be too afraid to do. That's why I like it's just maybe don't date in the friend same circle. I make little rules for myself like that.
That's
kind of
good.
thing. Yeah.
It helps avoid those things.
Yeah.
One of the realizations I've come to is that like if you start a friendship with the opposite sex and you're heterosexual, like sure there's a possibility that down the road someone will catch feelings, but that shouldn't like stop you from trying to be friends. You know? And like if that ends up happening, it doesn't tarnish the friendship, you know.
My takeaway is watch Just Another Nice Guy episode 3.
Ooh, yes. And there ain't nothing wrong with a girl telling her feelings, because
Yes.
whatever, just do it.
And this is friendship goals right here, okay? If they can do it, you can find that too.
Find your own person that you can have bad puns with.
Well, I hope you guys liked this episode. We definitely unpackaged a lot, and I think we could continue talking about it maybe in another episode. Thank you for being on Lunch Break.
Thank you for having us. Oh my gosh, this dream come true.
It's a dream.
If it really was a dream come true, you know how to do our lunch break opener.
Lunch break.
Can I just say this? Because I'm such an OG Wong Fu fan, this is a new thing. So let me tell y'all, I'm excused.
You can catch them and everything they're doing on their socials. You can put the links in the description.
Yep. And if you want to see more of Mike, literally more of Mike, he's in our Asian Bachelorette calendar. We're still selling that in the links below. Start your year off with Mike.
And then get to February.
Speaking of small businesses, make sure to cop this cool sweater from Base Gray. Wesley Chan does it, and he does everything on his own, and it's really cool. So yeah.
All right, we'll see you next week for another Lunch Break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Bye.